Oh, they know something's going on. Morning world, and welcome to Tuesday 23rd of May, and I think I'm about to make their day. So today's the day I'm going to take the electric fence down, and I'm going to give the cattle all of the golf course to roam over, and they will be tickled pink, chuffed to bits like that. It's not very warm today. It's not cold, mind you. A bit overcast. There's no point in me going over and spinning the hay that I cut yesterday, because I don't think it's really going to dry. Until the sun comes out, it's not going to dry, so there's no point in moving it. So I've given myself some other jobs for today, and this is the second one. I've already started the first one. We'll come back to that. Okay, well, that's different. So nobody complained about that, and everybody more or less worked it out. More or less. So strip grazing this for the beginning of outdoor season has definitely prolonged the grazing. It's stopped them from spoiling too much, because the thing is with cattle, you give them a whole field and they'll use it. They'll just trample over the whole lot. So that's what we grazed off first. We worked our way up through there, and I gave them that week 10 days ago. They pretty much finished that off up there. Now I need to put the topper over the bank up there, but it's got to the point now where I might just as well ranch the farm now. There's that many cattle here. There's no point, and because of all the trees, to continue moving electric fence is a pain. What this ground actually needs now, believe it or not, is a spot of rain just to get it going. But I don't want rain for 10 days because I've got hay cut and it's on the floor. So this now, they've got 20 something acres to keep them happy for the time being. And worst comes to worst, if I had to, I have got some grub left in the barn. I could supplementary feed them a little bit if I had to. Don't think it's going to come to that, unless of course we get no rain for the summer, and then we'll have a problem, serious problem. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I've got to book 2 animals in for slaughter. One is sold already. The second one, I've got one person wants an entire animal, so probably the second one's sold. I think I might have 1 pack left, so if anybody wants a pack, now's the time to tell me. Pull that through there. Yeah, so that'd be 2 less to feed. What am I doing? See, too busy talking to you and not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, roll this fence up, let them out. Okay, you guys can live in there. They definitely cottoned on to what he was doing, and they're definitely ready to come out here, aren't they? So while they're in a group, I'm just looking at the fly. So there is some fly on them, not much around their eyes yet, mostly on their backs. Nothing on their legs, just the ones on their back. So we're not quite ready for fly prevention yet, but we ain't far away. Okay, let them go. Now they're happy. I can wander all over it now. So. Right, put this lot away, and I know where it is next time I want it. I know you're all dead curious to know, what was the first job you started this morning? Well, I'll show you, but the first job's gonna have to wait because I've got the third job to do first. Of course, if you saw my Instagram post for today, you probably already know what's going on, but if you don't do Instagram or Facebook, that's what's going on. It's been quite dry, so I thought I'd have a go at making some compost, as in screening some compost. Thing is though, that's still quite wet, and I was struggling to get through it a bit, so I've walked away from it to think about it. But I'll show you what we make, because I did do one bag. So this is what we make from our that. Okay, that goes through the shredder, goes into that, and then we screen it into this. So this is, oh, it's a lump. So this is our compost. It's, what would you call it? A soil amelioration. It's not a planting compost, not a potting compost. It's not full of additives and stuff like that. But if you had a heavy soil or something and you wanted to mix something in, or a veggie patch and you wanted to plant some veggies, that would probably be absolutely spot on for that. The worms love it. So yeah, so if you want one of those, they're 45 quid a bag. Come along, I'll load it up for you, you can take it away. If you want it delivered, I'll probably charge you delivery because I'm, you know, well, because I will. But yeah, 45 quid a bag. That's a 0.9 cubes, so it's not quite a full cubic metre. But yeah, that's what we make. Right, this is job number 3. Take that off. Now I was considering giving it a wash before I took it off, but then, do you know what? I've got another load of grass to cut yet. That's going to stick like what's named to a blanket, because that's pretty much what it is. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. That can come off now, actually. So this is that's the road transport. So when you're taking this thing down the road, you should have that on, and basically it mechanically connects this in the upright position to that. Can't come down. But what I was going to do was check some levels. First level to check is water, and actually that has not moved. I was expecting to see that down a little bit. So we did a good 8 hours yesterday of pretty hard work. Okay, so, well, it may have dropped a little tiny weeny bit. So that's the one level I wanted to check. The second one was in there, and it's still up there. Okay, so my leaky cylinder isn't terrible. It's just leaky. All right, well, I'm fairly happy to continue on like that. The parts are ordered, the mass cylinder is ordered, and I presume Neil will come and fit that when he has time. Yeah, so, okay, and remember that number, because yes, we are going to change the oil and filter. So 84228488. It's kind of a strange way to have oil filter in it, stuck out like that. So I mean, how am I going to get that off there without making a blooming mess? Well, the answer is simple, really, isn't it? I'm not. It's going to make. I've just got to put a bucket underneath it and catch it. So, but also, how do you pre-prime that filter? You don't, do you? No. So yeah, so gentle on the start up, but that's probably going to be after haymaking. I'll order the filter, and once we've gone through this seasonal bit of work, we'll do a service on the tractor. So it won't be a full service, it's just going to be filters, filters clean. So the main reason I want to take mower off is I want to put the Lotus on. I want to check the tyre pressures, go around, grease everything, make sure it's all ready to go. Probably not going to use it today, probably won't be till tomorrow, but you know what, I'll put it on tomorrow and find I got a puncture or something, and then it's like, oh, I haven't got time to fix it. So get it on today, get all the pre-work checks done, and then I'm just ready to go, then I. Yes, I'm gonna turn it off. You thought I was gonna take the prop shaft off of the engine running, didn't you? Eh? Go on, admit it, you did. If you weren't watching, I might have done. But you were. So I did. Right, we need you. Don't let me forget to put that there. We'll need you. And we're going to need you. Oh, there's some heady balls. Okay. And you can come off there. There you go. Right, that's that off. I'll go and put my balls on the tiller machine. Sounds like the neighbours started mowing as well. That's it, everybody's at it. Okay, right. So, let's have feet up first. Right, we'll take this at the workshop, grease it up, sort that flat tyre out, and put the PTO on. Not sure if I'm going to be better off just taking this off and finding out why it went down in the first place. Okay, well, that might actually be best thing. Take him off, blow him up, stick him in some water and see if it's leaking. So, something I can't really do while it's on the machine. Okay, yes, they're screwdrivers, and no, this isn't really the proper use for them, but you know, sometimes needs must. There's no starter on there, is there? So these screwdrivers, by the way, are steel right the way through, so I have got something to tap on just before you're all turning in your grave. That's not going to work. I think I got them now. Okay, before that falls on the floor and gets covered in grease. That's the remains of an old kitchen drawer. Right, can I lever you now? Yes. Oh, still want a little bit of persuasion there. Okay. Right, let's take him off. That is going to be 22. That's 22. Oh no, a little bit bigger than 22. There you go, 24. Oh, right. Knuckle bar. Found it. It's actually right under my nose, but I was looking in the wrong direction. There you go. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Come on, off you come. You know you want to. Go on. There you go. Oh, you little devil. No, you're not playing that game. Right. bit more than that. Right, that's 2 bar. Let's go and find ourselves some water. Nothing obvious. Go find some water and see if we can find a hole. I know there's a handy little source of water, thanks to the builder. In there. Oh, you don't want to be in there, mate. Go on, out you go. Right, okay. Well, I don't know about you, I didn't see any bubbles at all. Right, I'm going to try that again without the camera in my mouth, so I can get my head in there better and have a look, see what's going on. Nope, no bubbles. So, gremlins came and let it down over the winter months while I wasn't looking. That's what that was. Okay, we'll just have that off there. We don't need that. And I might just put a spot of grease on there before I put them back on, just for, you know, just because I can. Not a lot, just a bit. And you can go back on. Come on, how you go? There you go. Tight and back a bit. And finally, put your cover back on. So I haven't hammered him dead tight, because Sod's Law says if I do that, it'll go down and I'll have to take it off again in the field and I won't be able to get it off. So he's on there, but not up real tight. Sorted. Right. You go back in there and you go back in there. So I've had this socket set for best part of 20 years. And the only thing missing out of there is the plug spanner. And I have no idea where it went. None. Right. No, I'll put the peach on outside. I've got to take this out and fold him out flat, grease him all up, and then run him up and make sure everything is okay. Actually, I might just check the tire pressures on these guys before I go out first.